Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Monique, and I'm on a financial health journey to create an inheritance for the generations to come. And I want to do that through consistency and discipline. So, first, I want to say thank you to everybody who's either liked, commented on, or potentially subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you. I started this journey really, truly to hold myself accountable. I do see, understand, and recognize, though, the need to have a community around you. And so I do appreciate anyone who is on this journey with me. So thank you for that. I am here to do a cash stuffing for my savings challenges. I do cash for savings for the savings challenges, and I'm also here to do a weekly check-in and to get set up for next week's variable expense tracking. And so those are the two things that we're going to cover today. So we'll start with our savings challenges first. So I've got my iPad over here to the side, and for the most part, I am cashless, except when it comes to savings challenges. For the savings challenges, that part specifically, I do make sure that I am doing cash because I find that it's easier to try and pull that money out and make sure that I don't end up spending it by mistake. So I tend to put all of my money in here for the different challenges that I want to fund for a 2-week period. So I usually do this every other week, right when I get paid. One of the savings challenges that I do is a pennies challenge. And the way that I do that is by pulling anything that I have in my variable expense account, any monies that I've got in there at the day before I get paid. That's what I pull and then provide that for the pennies challenge. So let me work at getting this separated out. I do know that a lot of folks will speed up through this, and the kid has not figured out how to do that when it comes to editing her videos. In fact, I really don't know that I edit videos a lot either way, but this shouldn't take me too long because a lot of these are ones. There you go. So let me move this over and out of the way, and then I may have to end up getting my Glamopoly challenge as well, because that is one of them that I am funding. Nope, I won't have to do that today. Then I will share why in a moment. Alrighty, so there's my money. Okay, let's count it up, Monique. So I have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $75. So $75 towards our savings challenges. We will start with Glamopoly. So my Glamopoly, this is the first time that I'm actually stuffing this in a while. I had decided not to stuff it overall for a while, and do I have it in here? There it is. I pulled all of the money out of that, and I reallocated it for something else, and I was going to put this over to the side. But since I'm no longer stuffing the 52-week box challenge, since I pulled all of that money and used that to take care of a debt and to take care of a toilet that I needed to replace, I am going to start back up with Glamopoly. I rolled this on last week, and I rolled a 40. So I need to document here that I'm starting this all over again, September the 8th. I'm going to save. Now, I rolled a 40, and I was planning on saving a 40, but I actually only have 20 left over in order to put towards the Glamopoly. So I'm going to owe myself 20. So that's why I'm not going to roll again. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this off as 20. Take that $20 bill and put that in there. I also need to, nope, it's already moved over. Okay, so this is the one that I'm starting back up again, and I'm going to owe myself. So I probably should write myself an IOU here that I owe myself $20. So I'm not going to roll again. I owe, and I know some people have IO stickers. I don't know if anybody knows of any. I do remember seeing those. I just don't remember who. If anybody remembers who has that, I would love to order some of those because I end up owing myself a lot. How about that? Next is the pennies challenge. We'll do that next. We'll go backwards. Nope. Here I go again, messing up. Pay date savings challenge would be first, and then anything left over outside of that would be pennies challenge. So pay date savings, I actually save the amount of money that I based on the number, the date of the day that I got paid. So I got paid on the 8th, and so I do need to save $8. I'm all over the place. Again, that's probably because I don't plan these. I just do them when I have time. But it's authentic and it's real. So there you go. So plus 8. So that should give me $72 overall in here. I will spend some of this money. I do have a couple of young ladies that I meet with every 3 months. We were all a part of a vision board party at the beginning of the year. And so we meet together and we're scheduled to meet on Saturday just to talk about our vision boards, bring our vision boards in, look through them, see where we are on that, encourage each other, etc. So I don't know if anybody else does anything like that, but I find that it's been really, really helpful. And we had to sit at tables with people we didn't know for the vision board. So it's, you know, allowed us to introduce ourselves to other people and kind of get some connections going. So anyway, I am going to pull some of this money at some point between today, which is Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday, so that I can pay for that brunch date that we're going to have. So I should have $72 in here, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 70, 71, 72. So $72. All right, now whatever's left is going towards the pennies challenge. And this is for me and my boo. And we are saving up for Christmas. And so here we go. So I'm going to try and see which of these numbers I can actually color in. I have a feeling I'm going to be able to color in more than one. Oh, you know what? Hold on one second. So I had $8 for the pay date savings. I got $10 out, so I had an extra 2 ones, and I decided that I want to do this. So this is a business card holder. There was a pack of 2 of them that I ordered from Amazon for like $5. And there were some stickers, 1 through 100, that they had 1-inch stickers on Amazon as well. And I think that was like $6. But I used that to create a couple of different savings challenges to add. So I used, there was a green one of these and a rose or a peach colored one. So the green one has all even numbers up to 50. And then the peach colored one has numbers up to 49 in odd. I gave that one to my oldest daughter. She wanted to do a savings challenge, so I did that one for her, and I'm going to do this one for myself. So I'm going to take the last $2, since I took $10 out of the bank and only 8 had to go towards the paid date savings. I'm going to take 2 ones and I'm going to put it in the number 2. Is that this way? Yeah, it is. Okay. Put that in number 2. And start this challenge. So I know a lot of people have done this. I think I saw, Seriously Savings, I think is one of the YouTubers that has something similar to this. I thought it was really cute, so decided to make one, and my daughter has one now. So it'll be interesting to see how much money she saves. Now we should be able to save for the pennies savings challenge. So let's see which one of these we can scratch off. So let's see what we have left, and that is, these are some tired looking bills, honey. 10, 20, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $45. So $45. Let's pull out calculator. $45, and let's see, $23.80 is probably one. Yeah, minus $23.80 is 21.20 left. So looking for my pen. There it is, that I can use to mark off. So that will be 23.80 is the first one. It's wrong color. Let's take that out. And let's go on up here. So 23.80. Okay. And I got 21.20 left and at 20.86, because if any number that I mark off, I want it to be less than the actual amount that I'm putting in, so I'll have a little bit extra left over, and I'll make these cute and pretty later on, but I just needed to mark off which ones those were. Okay, tower, stay there. So let's go here, and I'm going to mark down 9, 8. I'm gonna save 20.86 plus 23.80 equals 44.66. 44.66. I'm gonna add that to 216.52, which was my balance before now, and that's 261.18. And then I'm going to add this money here. So there really isn't a point in counting this up, because as I have shared before, this also includes some change that I already have in wrappers, and so it's not going to end up right, because if I count the dollar bills, you're still going to miss out on the change, because the change is stuck someplace else, so that it's out of the way. So there's no point in me actually counting it, but just know that's what my total is looking like, the 261.18 as my total. I'm probably gonna have to do a cash or a bill transfer or something like that they call it. You can tell I'm not used to doing this, so I will try and look at doing that to get rid of some of these ones at some point. But I do have $261.18 saved. We do have some change here in my tower, but until I have enough to fill it in a coin wrapper, I don't count it, so it'll just sit over there until I'm ready for it. And then here up at the top, I need to document that we are now at 261.18. All right, that's the new total. All right, and I will fix that later. So let me get rid of all of this out of the way, and then let's look at our weekly check-in. And I think I did tell you guys that in October, I'm going to start this one up, the $250 savings challenge. And this is going to pay for our iFly experience for my boo once he loses enough weight in order to get on the iFly. And he's close, but I'm going to treat him to that because he really wants to have that experience. And I got these from The Average Budget on Etsy, and I thought they were really cute. So I will start that in as well in October. So we have that one and that one. Let's put it over to the side. Next, let's get the cards out. So these are the expense cards that I have for this past week. I am a cashless budgeter when it comes to variable expenses. And then these just document for a 2-week period how much money I spend. For example, here, I start out with whatever my week 1 amount is for that time period, whatever my debits are for that. And then when I credit again, the week 2. So for a paycheck, I'm a bi-week paycheck budgeter. So for a 2-week period, I have to cover all of these variable expenses, and I give myself a weekly amount, and then I re-up at the end of the first week. After the second week is over, right when I get ready to get paid again, is when I get rid of these and start new cards. And so that's what I'm going to be doing over here. I've already got them cut and printed, and so I'll be adding these into my mini wallet, and I add those in here. And so I won't even show that to you guys. I've showed it before, but I'll put these in here, and this is how I would track. So this also has my debit card in it. So when I swipe my debit card, I also pull the expense tracker at that time for that particular category. And then that's how I document all of my expenses. Once I do that and I have them all filled out like this, last night I went in and updated my tracker here on the amounts that I had. And let's go ahead and find that. Here we go. And let's see if I can get a little bit closer in there. There you go. Alrighty. So this documents all of the spending that I did, and I have all the categories here. What you'll notice is this time I did do it by the day, so what day I spent the money, and then I have it highlighted as far as the color coordination based on the category that I'm spending that money out of, and that correlates with the colors that I have at the top of each of my expense cards. And so that's how I do it. So now I need to figure out how much I spent in each of the categories. I like this money tracker. I got it from Ask Me How to Budget, I think is her name. She does velocity banking. That's not something I was interested in, but this was a freebie that she had, and I like the fact that it tracks for a week. It also tracks your bills that you have as well, and you can itemize all of the items that you had. And then you've got your variable expenses over here, and here are my categories. So I do need to go ahead and add those together and see what I'm looking like. So first is groceries, and that's purple. So that's $5.79, and that equals 84. So let's do that, and let's change that color. So that was $84. My budget was 100 minus 84 equals 16. So the result is I had $16 left. Gas was 26 plus 21 plus 33, and I went out of town to Charlotte to visit my brother and his wife. One of their sons had his birthday party over the Labor Day holiday, and so that's where we were, and that's what we were doing. All right, so I usually have $60 in gas. I spent actually $80 because I went out of town. And so that's a negative 20 for that one. Dining is horrible. I don't really even want to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it because I'm supposed to talk about it. So 9, 12, 7, 15, 21. That was wrong. All right, let's start all over again. There you go. 9 plus 12 plus 7 plus 15 plus 21 plus 14 plus 21. $99. And this always happens to me when we get ready to go out of town. And I need to adjust my numbers for that, and I never do. But this is just another proof positive, especially when it comes to gas. And for dining, I probably need to do something a little different for those. I did not spend any money for entertainment, so it's a 0 on that. And I had the 15 left over. Home for was $50 exactly. Nothing left over. Shopping, had one shopping expense for $24. Yep, right there. Okay, 24. That should be a minus. And 40 minus 24 is 16, yes. Personal, had to buy tickets for a high school football game that we're going to today. So that's a -7. And then miscellaneous, I had 4, 12, and 14. It's 30. Alrighty, so 16 minus 20 minus 39 minus, no, that should be a plus. 16 minus 20 minus 39 plus 15 minus 7 plus 16 equals to negative $19. All right. Now, what you all can't see is that I had some money left over. So remember, this is week 2, the week right before I got paid. So week 2 of my variable expenses. I did not spend all of my money in week 1. And I do have to figure out what I want to do around that. So I'm not sure whether or not, and if anybody has any ideas, please leave it in the comments. I'm not sure if I should carry it over from week 1 into week 2 or start fresh, because what I do is at the end, as I mentioned earlier in this video, right before I get paid again, I pull any cash that I have out. So I actually ended up pulling out some money that I did have left over. You can't tell by this because it only accounts for 1 week. So I think I'm answering my own question. I think what I need to do is show the carried over amounts, and then it might make better sense on when I say, hey, I went to the bank and I pulled out what was left over for a savings challenge, because this shows that I went over by $19, and in actuality, I had $19. I had 40, close to $40 left over. And so what you'll see here is I went to Panda Express. So let me show you guys that. So at the end, as you notice here, 9/7, I actually took $40 out of the bank. That's what I showed was available in my variable account on yesterday. We went to Panda Express and got something to eat after I left my meeting. That was $21. And so for the pennies challenge, I actually had $19 in cash that I was able to put towards the pennies challenge. But this shows that I was $19 in the hole. So I don't know what to do. I think what I'm going to do, I might have to create my own tracker so that I can show the variable week 2 difference so that I understand what this budgeted amount should have been, or I just carry it over from the card. And so that's probably what I should have done. Sorry, I'm working this out on here, but again, my mind works better as I'm talking through these things. So for example, here, I spent all of my money week 1 for miscellaneous. So I only had $30 to spend exactly. But where is it? Entertainment. So entertainment, I had $15 after, for week 1. I didn't spend anything. So I added $15 for week 2. So I actually had $30 available, but I didn't spend anything week 2 either. So that would have been money that was still in the bank. And then here's another good one. Groceries. I was at negative $6. I deposited the 100 or started my week 2 fresh. And so I really only had $94 and not necessarily $100 to spend that on this week. And then for gas, I actually had $18 in the account. I basically added the $60 for week 2. And that brought me to $78. So I had more than the $60. So I made this video way longer than it needed to be, just working through that. But I think that's what I'm going to do. So I think what I'm going to do is week 1, I'm going to give what the actual totals are. And then week 2 on the money tracker, my budgeted amount is going to show anything over that I have, or if I'm starting the week kind of negative in some ways from what I normally would have had. So for example, this should have said, for groceries, this probably should have said 94. For gas, it should have said 78. And for entertainment, it should have said 30. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Thanks, you guys, for listening to my rambling. I think I am done here. I appreciate you, appreciate your time, and you guys have a good one.